Hey guys, Shotzi Phillips here, a brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shopping video today. Today gonna go out today, see if things come out today, see if things are on sale. Today though, new release-wise, there's a handful of things coming out today. Some of the bigger things that are releasing is the new Resident Evil film, Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City. And that one, I know that it's a Steelbook release for that one. I think it's a Steelbook though that's available everywhere. I don't think it's exclusive to anywhere as far as I can tell. Also though, the film, Encanto, that one releases today. And I know with that one, there's a handful of exclusive ones. I believe Target has one. I don't know about Walmart. I know Best Buy has a Steelbook for that one. Also, though, the film, King Richard, that releases today as well. Also, though, at the end of this video is going to be a whole bunch of brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews for some things I received to review and talk about for you guys. So definitely stay tuned for those at the end as well. And as always, too, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of the DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks that I reviewed, if you guys have seen them, and what you guys thought of them. Anyway, though, guys, let's get going and see what we can find today. Into Target we go. And we're taking a look here in the front though, and I don't see anything new changed out here on the front. It seems to be all the same stuff. Like, it seems to be stuff in the past, like nothing really even that recent in here. A couple things, but nothing really is that recent. It's all kind of like a few months back, a lot of these things here. It's kind of funny. I haven't seen any of the other more recent ones, on here. Let's see if anything else different here. No, as far as I can tell, all the same stuff and everything, but we're going to head over to the actual section, though, and see. They should have stuff out, because, like, today, there's like a lot of different things today, especially the new Pixar one and everything, so we'll see. Fingers crossed it's all out over there, but we shall see. But over here, though, in the actual section, though, they do have most of the stuff out. They don't have all the stuff like King Richard isn't out, but they do have Catwoman Hunted for $24.99. And they have the Encanto here for $34.99, and then it's a 4K exclusive here. And it has in here like a collectible, I think it has like an artist kind of sketches and stuff like that, artist prints that are included in this one here. And like I said, this one is $34.99. The DVD's $19.99, $24.99 for the Blu-ray, $29.99 for the standard 4K. And they do have Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City for $22.99 for Blu-ray, $19.99 for DVD. And they also have Stargirl Season 2 that came out today for $22.99. And there's also this one here called Summer of Soul was today as well. Yes, I have an interesting, theme song to walk out to the song, but no, they were playing music in the store and stuff like that as I'm leaving. We get the music as well, but in there though, like I said, they were playing music, so I didn't get to talk about one thing I wanted to mention, which was kind of interesting. I'll put some video of this from yesterday. I went to a Target real close by to this one, and it was so weird. They had the, because I saw some people posting pictures of Clifford the Big Red Dog with a slipcover, and it was in French. It had like, English and French, like it was a French-Canadian one. And for some reason, that slipcover one has showed up in America. I've never seen that happen before, except for in like states like New York. I remember back when I was in Maryland, if I would go to New York, or sometimes even in Maryland, those French-Canadian versions would show up in the States, but you don't see that in the Target. And yesterday in the Target, they had that slipcover one, and they also had it at the nearby Barnes & Noble, which was really strange. I don't know if any of you guys have had that happen as well, like noticing that slipcover. Somehow, that version ended up, in the States or something, because it's obviously not the one that would normally, be sold, because like I said, it's in the French-Canadian, English and French. You don't see that in America really at all. But anyway, though, I just wanted to make sure to mention that because I thought that was very interesting. But now they're going to head to, the first Walmart. This one has been a little bit better lately, but not always perfect with having stuff out. We'll see, though. Still going to go to one of the other ones as well, too. Anyway, unless this one has like literally everything out, but I doubt it, though. But we shall see. Fingers crossed. Into Walmart we go. So we're going to head back and look, and I have not peeked or anything like that yet. So we'll see, fingers crossed. Like I said, this location has done slightly better lately, but from the peak that I can see, it's not looking good. Like it was good like the last few weeks, but I'm noticing, yes, might as well just stop here and turn right around like this. Looks like this. You go like this. It's like that thing with The Simpsons. I remember that one with like the grandpa came in, like I think it was like a strip club or something, and then he saw Bart and left right away. It's kind of like that. out of here. But let's just see. Sometimes there can be like randomly things mixed in, but you know, I'm sure Disney's not happy seeing that movie not out. But let's see. Anything on the side here. Sometimes like random things are mixed in here, like you never know, that like I didn't see in the past few weeks. But from what I can tell, I'm not seeing anything else mixed in here or anything like that. All the same kind of stuff I've seen the past few weeks and stuff like that. I think there might have been some other things here. Let's see if oh yeah, see Apex, Bloody Mary. This I don't know what that one was. Bloody Mary, After We Fell. But this one I don't know. Bloody Mary, I have to look that one up. Let's see. But like, let's take a look in these front though, just to see what they were. Like Encanto, $34.99. King Richard here. Ghostbusters, that was last week. Resident Evil. So yeah, we're gonna, like I said, we're still head to the other location though. And this one, did this have some of those slip covers? I can't remember if I showed them last Tuesday or not. I know the other location had some of these new slip covers, but I don't think this one had it. They do have some of the new Valentine's ones that they've had for a little bit, but there was a bunch of new ones that I think I saw at the other location and forgot to show last week. So I'll make sure to show those at the other one though. But we're head over there now, and you know, fingers crossed, hopefully that one put everything out though. Into the second Walmart we go. Well, you can see right away it's more like it in this location, because they even have out the big standee for Encanto right here and everything. Like that other location, could you imagine them trying to put this together? It'd probably be like all screwed up and like, let's just be honest. But they have in here though, $24.99 for the Blu-ray of that one, $19.99 for the DVD of that one. But let's see over here. Oh, and they do have an exclusive one. I thought they might have had something exclusive for this one. So this one includes it's the same cover, but it has a limited edition enamel pin in here. So that's pretty cool. So I guess it looks kind of like one of the Disney kind of pins you would get at the parks and stuff like that. So that one's $34.99 for the exclusive one, $24.99 for the Blu-ray, $19.99 for the DVD, and then they have King Richard here for $22.99 for the Blu-ray, $17.96 for the DVD for that one. And then also though, they do have Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City, and it's $24.99 for the Blu-ray, $19.96. I keep on saying 99, it's 96, $19.96 for the DVD and Blu-ray combo, for the Blu-ray, and then $17.96 for the DVD. That was very dyslexic to me because I mixed those up hugely bad. And then the other one today was Catwoman Hunted, which I keep on thinking it's Catwoman Wanted, but it's Catwoman Wanted. And that one's $19.99 for that one. And then other than that, though, I'm seeing if there's anything else mixed in over here. I don't see anything else different over here. I see Cobra Kai Season 3 here. I think that was a couple, I can't remember when that came out. It might have been, was this recently? I can't remember when that one if that might have just come out or not. Let's see though, over here, there's probably a couple other things as well. So let's see, do they have the one I was mentioning that I saw this empty space for? Oh yeah, this one here, Bloody Mary, say her name. I don't know anything about this one or not at all, but this one is one of the ones that came out today. That one released, and that's $9.96 for that one. Also, though, Apex, that came out, the new movie with Bruce Willis. I'll be talking about this one at the end of this video. That's $14.96 for the Blu-ray, $12.96 for the DVD. And then they have Stargirl here for $19.96 Season 2. And then After We Fall. And this one, I feel like, is this the third one in the series, maybe? I think there was like, I guess this is. I think the other one might have been like a Burner Demand Blu-ray, the second film in the series. I might be wrong about that, but I feel like that was the case. Other than that, though, I'm seeing if there's anything else mixed in down here new. No, I don't see anything else. Let's see if there's anything else over here. So some of this stuff was from last Tuesday, like Superhost. I think I forgot to show that last Tuesday. That came out. Mafi. I don't know if this was last Tuesday. This Miss Wilbury and the Haunted Bookshop. This one, like, to me, has like a kind of like, sort of seems like a Lifetime kind of a movie, like one of those, or more like a Hallmark Channel kind of one with that kind of cover and everything. But other than that, though, I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Like I said, you never know. Sometimes there's random things mixed in here, but I'm not seeing anything else different here, though, as far as I can tell, though. But glad this location has out all the stuff, though. But over here, though, where I can't, like I said, I can't remember if I showed these ones last Tuesday or not. I don't think I did. There's a couple different slip covers here. Like I said, I might have showed these already, and I might have like totally screwed this up. But there was a few new ones here, and I even saw some other ones too that I thought might have been on the other side. I know there was a handful of different ones lately that I was seeing. I know for sure, though, some of these have already been out. But one of the other locations, I might have seen some different ones. Let me look over here. Oh, no, here they are. These are the ones that I was talking about. And I don't think I showed these ones last week or not, because they're all $7.50, it looks like. And they all have like these new, like, kind of like 90s style kind of like covers, like John Wick 2, one for Jigsaw, Halloween 2, Leatherface here, Django, The Last Witch Hunter, Leprechaun, Hellboy, Terminator, Kickboxer, Legend of Hercules, Dirty Grandpa here, Uncle Drew. And then there's a couple Blu-rays over here. John Wick 2, Sicario, Punisher, Rambo First Blood. So definitely really cool ones. I guess the Blu-rays are the same price as the DVDs. It seems like it says $7.50 for all of them, but definitely are some... Oh, here's some more Blu-rays as well. Kick-Ass, Dredd, which I always really like this Dredd one. Hellboy, that's the remake one. Expendables 2. So yeah, like I said, really cool ones. These were the ones I meant to show. The other ones I think I had seen many times before, so I knew I was mixing those ones up. But yeah, like I said, there's definitely a lot of exclusive ones. This location is always better for having that kind of stuff. The other one that I was just at really doesn't do a great job. Into Best Buy we go. So we'll take a look back here and see what they have and everything. So let's see. So yes, they do have for Catwoman Wanted. I keep saying Wanted. It's Catwoman Hunted. They do have an exclusive for that one. And it's a $34.99. It's exclusive, 4K Steelbook for that one. That's a pretty cool Steelbook for this one. Like I said, this is $34.99. The standard 4K, I think, it doesn't say, but it's probably $29.99. That's usually what it would be. It's $24.99 for the Blu-ray of that one. Sometimes I switch between this, like the different like angles of these. So I don't know which one I like better. I think probably closer on these ones. Let's see anything else on here. Oh, so Encanto was on the side here. That's kind of funny. And then they have the 4K for $29.99, the standard Blu-ray for $24.99. I don't see the... I guess this would have been the Steelbook. I guess that's sold out. It's weird they put it on the side like that. I've never seen them do that, for one. Let's see anything else here. Resident Evil. It's weird I have not seen the Resident Evil Steelbook at any stores. I don't know why. It's really strange. Like, nowhere seems to have that. But it's $23.99. Is it $23.99 for the 4K? That's like a really random price. It's usually like $24 or something like that. Let's see anything else right here in the section. So they have King Richard here. That one's $21.99. Stargirl is $24.99 for that one, for the second season of that one. Other than that, though, I'm trying to see if there's anything else. They do have Apex. That one's $14.99 for the Blu-ray of that one. And was this one today? This I don't know how to say this one on here, but that one might have been today for $42.99. Trying to see anything else mixed in over here. Oh, they do have this one too, and that's really funny. They have this is the first time I've seen them in this might be in the entire store. I might be wrong about this, but in the entire store, this might be the only DVD they have. It's because they don't stock DVDs anymore. So that's so funny. Summer of Soul, I guess because it's only on DVD, they just decided to stock this particular one. But if you look, there is not DVDs. They really, really don't have them. Very rare. Oh, here's one randomly. But if you notice, they really don't stock many DVDs at all anymore in here. They've kind of pushed them out. So it's always kind of, see if you look, really, really randomly do you see a DVD, but not really. So like I said, it's just definitely funny because normally when it's a movie that's like if a Lionsgate release or something that they only have a DVD of, they don't stock it. So hopefully that means that maybe they're start to do that every so often for some of these other things, because there are some stuff that only do get DVDs. Let's see anything else. But as far as I can tell, I don't see anything else mixed in here or anything like that today, though. And they're advertising the externals because that comes out next Tuesday. So anyway, guys, that was all for my DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shopping video today. Like I always say, if you guys enjoy these shopping videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Also, though, in the comments below, let me know anything new that you guys picked up on DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K if you guys ended up picking up anything new today. Also, let me know, too, anything new that you guys have been watching on streaming, any new TV shows, any new movies or anything like that as well that you guys have been checking out recently. Like I said, though, it's funny to see like a DVD of a thing like that in there because, they used to have DVDs all the time in there. That was kind of like the norm. But little by little, they kind of took, cut them out, and, pretty much if a movie was only on DVD, they weren't stocking it anymore in there. So that definitely is interesting to see that they've done that for that one thing. I don't know if that's maybe every so often we're going to see that for some other things, like some of the vertical entertainment horror movies and stuff. That's through Lionsgate, and they never sell them if it's only on DVD. So maybe they're change it up and stuff like that. But definitely interesting to see. I know I point out sometimes weird stuff, but sometimes if you notice stuff like that, you got to point them out. You know what I mean? But anyway, though, guys, like I say, thanks again for watching these videos. Now stay tuned for the brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews. And the first one I got here is from Lionsgate. This is one that I just want you guys know is available. This is the brand new Best Buy exclusive 4K Steelbook for the film The Hurt Locker. And this is a movie which I always really like this movie. This one is a film that's directed by Catherine Bigelow, who also directed a movie, years before this one, which I always absolutely love, and it's one of those vampire movies. It's like, people talk about Lost Boys, but they don't talk about this one as much. It came out the exact same year, and it was in the movie, Near Dark, which I absolutely love that movie. Hopefully some point that movie will get re-released again, like a big special edition, like a 4K or something. Great movie. But, this is, like I said, the Best Buy exclusive Steelbook. And Lionsgate's been doing a lot of these Steelbooks that they've been doing exclusives for, releases that, either Best Buy's been releasing or Target's have been putting out. And they've been some really cool Steelbooks, and they all have these slipcovers on them. So the slipcover comes off, and you see, the other image underneath, and you have, Jeremy Renner's character and Anthony Mackie's character on here. And what's cool, too, is the design in here for the discs. They're made like kind of like those blank discs that you would get like CDRs and stuff like that you would make like mix CDs and stuff like that on it. So if you look on them, you can see like on the actual disc. I don't know if you can see too well with the reflection, but you can kind of see it's like designed to look like one of those kind of discs, like those burn blank discs. So it's kind of cool, very cool design. And I like when discs, have like real cool designs on them. Because some Blu-rays or DVDs and stuff like that, or 4Ks, are just like generic. It just says the title, and they're real plain and not a whole lot to it. But I like when they really do a lot of design work on them. The next one is one that I've been like looking forward to seeing forever. And I actually saw. For sure, I remember seeing the second film in this series in theaters. And I remember, I have a very distinct memory, too, of having a little teddy bear. I was really, I must have been like, I don't know, 4, maybe, or something like that. Maybe 4. But I remember losing my teddy bear and leaving it in the theaters. And I remember being in Roy Rogers. I have very strange with remembering certain things when I was very young. But I remember in Roy Rogers eating fries, dipping them in mayonnaise, which I used to do as a kid. And I remember, losing the teddy bear, from seeing the movie. And it was the movie that I was seeing was Ghostbusters 2. And this is Ghostbusters Afterlife. And I actually think I saw the first Ghostbusters in theaters because I think they actually did like a re-release or something of it when the second one came out at the same time. So I feel like I remember seeing the first one in theaters, around the same time that I saw the second one as a really little kid. I might be totally wrong about that. And it might have been something like it was like a budget theater that replayed it or something. I don't know for sure, but I know I have distinct memories of for sure seeing the second movie, but I feel like I saw this first one too. I don't know why, but I really feel like I distinctly remember it. I wasn't born when the first one came out, so wouldn't have seen it in theaters when it first came out, so it must have been some sort of a re-release thing. But like I said, this is one that I was really looking forward to seeing. And the one that Paul Feig did, in 2016, I thought was alright. I mean, they got the, original Ghostbusters actors to do cameos and stuff like that in that one. But to me, this is much more, this fits in with the story. This is like a real third film in the series. The other one, I thought the other film still could have existed in the world and everything too, as just like a different kind of a Ghostbusters movie. But I like this one, much more. I think the original, I remember the original Ghostbusters 3 when they were talking about it, or not technically the third one, but the one with that was 2016. They originally had different ideas, and the original was going to be the original Ghostbusters train the new Ghostbusters, and I always thought that would have been the cooler idea for that one that they didn't do. But we're not talking about that one now. We're talking about the new one, Ghostbusters Afterlife, which is, directed by Jason Reitman, which is, Ivan Reitman's son, who, of course, directed the original films, which I thought was really cool. And, Jason Reitman even was in the first one in, a deleted scene. You saw him real quick, and they even use a clip of that in this movie. But he was also in, his dad's other movie, Kindergarten Cop, and all these kind of things back in the, back in the day and everything. But essentially, though, this is about, the character of Egon's, niece. And basically, you find at the very beginning of the movie that he has passed away. Of course, you know, Howard Ramis, who played Egon, passed away a number of years ago. And basically, though, you know, something has happened in the, you know, he kind of went away, Egon's character, and went out to the middle of nowhere and kind of disappeared from things, from the world and everything. And this is, you know, I think it was 30 years after the original. And essentially, though, something has happened, and like this, the ghost is starting to kind of come back, and it kind of becomes this whole thing. And Egon's nephew kind of discovers one of the proton packs, and kind of, you know, basically the ghosts get out. That's kind of all you can say, but I really loved it. I thought it really has that same vibe. I won't lie. I did, you know, cry a bit to the end of this movie. I'm not gonna lie. Lately, I've been trying not to watch too many depressing things. I just have too much going on now. I just don't want to watch sad stuff. But, you know, this got to me. I wasn't expecting it, but it did. This one has on here, though, feature-wise, we got this Easter eggs revealed on here. Ghostbusters look back on here, deleted scenes. I think it had like an extended scene, you know, with Janine's character in the movie. And also, too, make sure you, with this movie, too, watch all the way through the credits and stuff, and after the credits as well. But highly recommend you guys check this one out. I really, really like the movie. Was surprised, though, there wasn't like a steelbook or anything like that for that one. The next one here, this is from Sony as well, and this is a really cool steelbook release for the film. And I don't know if this is an exclusive to anywhere specific or not, but this is the Resident, and I'll know by the time you see this video, I'll know, because, you know, I'm filming this before I go out, you know, today. But this one here is Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City, which I was really looking forward to seeing. I will say, though, this movie, like the look of the movie, kind of reminds me a little bit more of like Silent Hill. It's hard to explain, but it's like sort of like Silent Hill gone Resident Evil. And I guess the original games kind of had like, you know, a Silent Hill-ish vibe. Because I remember playing, you know, the first 3 games. Like, I remember, like, I didn't play the later ones, but the first 3 ones I remember playing really well on PlayStation. I remember really, you know, beating the second and third game. I remember I got, like, super obsessive and compulsive and insane about beating the third one. I remember it, like, drove me in, like, totally nuts trying to beat that. And that was one of those times when I realized, too, I can't play a lot of video games like that because I get so obsessive compulsive about having to beat it that I can't do anything else until I beat the game. So I like really don't play a lot of games because of that reason. But I did, like I said, I did play the early ones, and this is kind of based on the early games a lot, and kind of more with the mansion a little bit, and somewhat, not exactly though, because it's kind of like the town basically has like Umbrella Corporation is moving to another town, and like something has gone like leaked out with like the chemicals and stuff, and it's starting to change people, and people like bleeding from their eyes and stuff like that. And so slowly people are getting turned into zombies out there, and it's kind of like the people that are trapped in there, and the one girl comes back in the town to see her brother who was from the town originally, and it becomes a whole big thing. But like I said, I thought this was cool. I really liked the Milla Jovovich series a lot. I always was a fan of those movies. This one, to me, like I said, it was much more, I would say, serious in tone and done kind of darker. I would say much more horror kind of feel to it, more of a horror movie than the original series movies. It was still, of course, they were horror movies, but they felt kind of more science fiction and slick kind of action, kind of, you know, kind of feel to it. I don't know, Paul Thomas Anderson's movies always had that feel, except for Event Horizon, I thought. That sort of video game-ish kind of vibe to them, which, of course, it was based on a video game. This, on the other hand, feels a little bit more theatrical and a little bit more, like I said, Silent Hill, and more atmospheric with the lighting and that kind of stuff on it. This one has on here, though, feature-wise, Cops, Corpse, and Chaos, Zombies, and Liquors, and the Horrors of Resident Evil featurettes on here, and Replicating the DNA featurette on this one here as well. But here's a look, though, inside at the Steelbook. And I put this sticker on here. This says on here, includes 5 collectible art cards. On this one, here's a look at the back. But inside of here, I still have the one disc in the player here. So let me just take these cards out. But here's the one disc is still in the player. But here's the cards for it too, the art cards. So these are really cool that these are included in here for the film. Like I said, though, I really did enjoy it. It's different, though. Like I said, it's the best comparison is more of a Silent Hill kind of vibe. The other one here, I want to let you guys know is available from Warner Brothers. They sent out a free copy of this one to let you guys know this one is available. And this is the newest, you know, DC animated movie here. This is Catwoman Wanted here, and this is the 4K Ultra HD edition of the film. And this one has on here the 4K, the Blu-ray, as well as a digital copy, you know, of the film. Like I said, just want you guys know this was available if you you guys are a fan of the DC animated films. But this one has on here, though, Where the Hunter Becomes the Hunted, the Catwoman, the feline film featurette on this one here. But like I said, if you guys were a fan of the DC animated movies, like I said, just want to let you guys know that this one was available here, and it includes a digital copy as well as a Blu-ray and a 4K for the film. And this is basically, though, about Catwoman's character who is trying to get this jewel, and it's basically, though, about, Batwoman trying to stop her from getting this, and Interpol and the whole kind of thing. But it's basically she's trying to get this diamond and stuff like that for the plot of this one. And I don't know if there's been another Catwoman animated movie or not. I don't feel like I've seen one before that they've done, or maybe they haven't done it in recent years. I might be totally wrong about that, but I feel like I haven't at least recently seen an animated Catwoman one. But I might be totally wrong, and maybe there's one right before this or something. But I don't remember for sure that there was, though. And the next one I got here is from Warner Brothers as well, and they sent over a free copy of this one as well, to let you guys know this one is available. And this is the newest film which stars Will Smith called King Richard. And this is basically, the biopic, which is the true life story of, Venus and Serena Williams. And it's basically, all about their father, and kind of about, what they had went through, and kind of the whole training and all that kind of stuff that they went through. But it's a really, really well done, biopic, and I thought Will Smith did a really great job, in the film. He's playing like a very different kind of character and a different kind of role for him, I would say, that I haven't really seen him play this kind of, like, he just made himself very different and everything for this one. And I thought he did a really, really great job, playing their father and everything, for this one. I always like, movies too, when characters have to, like, really get into, like, I don't know, some movies when you watch someone, it's kind of like, oh, they always kind of have the same way of being in a movie. They're always like, oh, certain actors are always the same, and I always really like when movies where it's like really all about a character, and you really have to like emulate the character and get into the role. And I don't know, I always love that kind of stuff. And I thought Will Smith did a great job in this one. But this one has on here, though, feature-wise, The Making of King Richard, Will Smith as Richard Williams, Venus and Serena Williams set visit, as well as deleted scenes on this one. The next one here, this is from A24, and this is one I want to mention too. A24 is now starting to sell movies on their website. So this is one that you guys can only get from them directly. I don't think it's on, as far as I know, it's not anywhere else. I know they also sold, only through them, and I don't know if it's still available or not, is Midsommar. They had the director's cut of the movie available on 4K, but I don't know if they're going to start to do that a lot for their releases for, future A24 movies. They have a movie coming out soon too, which I'm glad that, like, it's not going to be like, we're not going to have physical releases of them, because I definitely really want, Ty West has a new movie that he did, and it looks amazing. Mia Goth and a whole bunch of really cool people, and it looks very, very cool. So hopefully, like, if it's one of those ones that's not going to have like a wide release DVD or Blu-ray or 4K or anything like that, hopefully, it'll be the same thing. A24 continues to release like this, because I really like, having physical copies of stuff, especially like A24, and, certain releases you want to have physical copies of things. You really, really do. So I'm glad that they're doing this. Because otherwise I feel like maybe this movie wouldn't have a physical release in the US. So I'm glad that they've taken the steps of, kind of doing it themselves and selling it through their website and everything. And like I said, this is the first new movie that they've done, I think, like this, because, like I said, Midsommar was already released, but then they released for the first time, because Lionsgate released the standard Blu-ray of that movie, and then they released the 4K. Like I said, for this one, though, there's no one else has released this one but A24 directly. And this is the film Lamb. Like I said, this is their first, I said, I might be wrong, but I really think that it is their first new release that they put out where no one else has put it out before. And this one is the 4K version. They also have a Blu-ray version of this one available as well. So just keep in mind, though, for the version that you do get, though, it only includes the 4K. So it doesn't include a Blu-ray version. So don't get the 4K one if you don't have a player, because you will not be able to play it. And it also has in here, too, a booklet with some stills from the movie, some stuff about the productions. It's like behind the scenes photography. It has like concept sketches and stuff like that for the Lamb character. This is a really, really like storyboards for scenes. Like I said, more different concept, sketches and stuff like that of the Lamb and everything. you know, in the movie, like concept sketches for like the look of the house and all that kind of stuff in here. And also in here too is like this little card. I can't remember what movie this was from one of their other releases on here. But like I said, I really think it's great that they're starting to do this, and you know, and I'm glad to see that we're going to still see you know physical releases from them for everything. Because like I said, maybe there's some stuff that if it's not through Lionsgate, there wouldn't have been one and stuff like that. But basically, though, if you guys have not seen this movie, it's hard to explain. But it's basically though about this couple that lives on, you know, out in this small kind of like place out in the middle of nowhere. It's set in Iceland, and basically though, you know, they have like a farm out there, and they end up discovering that there's like this weird sort of lamb-like child. It's like, that's kind of all you can really say. This lamb-like sort of human-like kind of child. It's kind of like what they decide to do and raising this, and it's like, it's a really interesting, really out there, really, really well done character piece. It's a very slow burn character piece movie, but really, really well done. It has on here though, feature-wise, this is a special, you know, edition features. It has a short film on here, a bunch of different short films. It has a visual effects reel, deleted scenes, production design sketches, and character art on here, storyboards on here, behind the scenes photography on this one here, you know, as well. And the next one here, this is from RLJ Entertainment. This is a new film which stars Neil McDonough and, you know, Bruce Willis. And Neil McDonough, I always think of from the movie, you know, No Matter What. He was also in the newest Resident Evil movie, but I always think of him from Ravenous. Like, I don't, that's probably my favorite movie that he was ever in. Like, I just absolutely love Ravenous so much. And this is basically, this is kind of like Surviving the Game, or The Most Dangerous Game, or even The Pest, you know, because The Pest was kind of a takeoff on The Most Dangerous Game. And it's basically though, you know, Bruce Willis's character gets put out, and, you know, kind of like, I think he was like a criminal. Yeah, he was a criminal having a life sentence. It's kind of also like The Running Man a little bit. And basically though, he's like said that if he goes out and can survive getting chased down by these guys that are hunting him, he can survive. So it basically becomes like, you know, he can be freed and everything from prison. So basically, it's him going and having these people coming after him, and he's trying to figure out how he's going to survive and get away from them and stuff like that. And so some other people out there as well, but it's kind of like a crazy, like, hunting kind of movie about people coming after him and stuff like that on here. And like I said, this one here is called Apex. The next ones here, these are from Kino Lorber, and this is a movie which I've watched this movie so many times throughout the years. I always was a huge fan, you know, of Andy Kaufman, and I like I said, I was talking about earlier, I love characters and crazy characters and all that kind of stuff, and Andy Kaufman would do a lot of these weird characters and a lot of these weird kind of like stuff when he almost was like the original person that would troll people back in the day, because he would just do really weird things. And I kind of like a lot of that weird kind of humor that he had. And this is the movie, it stars Jim Carrey, Man on the Moon. And they did a documentary on this one recently as well. Now, not recently, but it was a couple of years ago, you know, kind of about Jim Carrey kind of falling into the character and kind of having some problems, as from what I can remember and stuff like that. But I remember it being a pretty good documentary. But this is basically, though, you know, about the life of Andy Kaufman. And it's basically, you know, Jim Carrey's playing Andy Kaufman. And it's kind of about, you know, he was on the show, what was the show that he was on? You know, on the show Taxi. And then he was also a comedian, and he was on this one show, I think it was Fridays or something like that. I think Larry David started on that show. It was kind of a competition show for SNL back in the day. And he was on that show as well, Andy Kaufman. And he like had like a weird meltdown live on stage and stuff like that. Just these weird sort of things. What was funny too was he would do stuff too to try and make it seem real and trick people. I remember he like his stuff too was one of the things that inspired me back in the day with the old Around the Towns, where I would script stuff, because I used to like to try and like see if I could trick people if they would think that certain things were real. So like some of the early Around the Towns, I would like fake certain fights and stuff like that, just because of Andy Kaufman and people like that. That was kind of inspired by seeing if I could genuinely trick people with stuff like that. But this has on here, though, feature-wise, a commentary track on here. This might be the story. Screenwriters and Larry Kasdan, you know, talking about the film. Has on here the making of the film on here. REM, you know, music video on here. It has two different, REM had a couple different songs in the movie. You know, deleted scenes. I'm kind of weird too when it comes to REM music. I always feel like too, like that kind of, their music, and I don't know why, I always feel like if I hear it, you know, if I'm trying to accomplish something, it'll get figured out. And I think it was because I heard that one of their songs right before I took a driving test, so I was always, and I passed it, so I'm always convinced, like, REM songs to me always like equal good luck. This strange thing that I've always thought. And the next one here is from Kino Lorber as well. And this is one I wanted you guys to know is available. And this is the film here called Village of the Giants. This is a really fun movie about, you know, growing, like these teenagers that are growing gigantic and like basically getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And like, they did a lot of these kind of like movies about people that were giants back in the day, and it was like always a big conundrum, you know, how to like get back to normal, what they're going to do, and people are trying to study them and all these type of things. They like the last like movie that was like a giant kind of movie, I feel like was like Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Like, I don't know if they've done like any like big mainstream like giant films in a really, really long time about people being giants. I feel like there hasn't been, because I mean, I know they did the Gulliver's Travels type one. I don't know if that was giant from what I can remember. I can't remember, but I feel like there hasn't been a lot of these kind of movies. Like, I kind of miss those kind of crazy, weird, like giant people kind of movies. This one has on here though, feature-wise, a commentary track on here from film historian Tim Lucas, as well as the theatrical trailer on this one. And transfer-wise though, that one looks great. Same with Man on the Moon as well. The other ones here, these ones are all from Mill Creek, and these are ones I just want you guys know are available. The first one here is a trilogy of films, and this is the Skulls trilogy. I remember the first one when the first film from this series when it came out really well. The second and third one, I believe, were both direct-to-video ones from what I can remember. The first one came out in 2000, and then the second one was 2001, and then the third one was 2003. But they used to do that, though, back in the day a lot. They don't do it as often when they would do, like, you know, a lot of direct-to-video sequels. Every so often, you still see them. Universal does it sometimes, like, when they bring back, like, Kindergarten Cop 2 and, like, some of those weird kind of ones that come out of the blue. You're like, where did this one come from? There hasn't been as many of them in a long time. Because there was, like, back around this time, they were doing, like, a lot of those sequels to those Dracula movies and a handful of just sort of weird properties that would, you know, make a lot of sequels and stuff like that. The other one here is from Mill Creek as well, and this is in their VHS slipcover line, which I really like, this retro style VHS slipcover line. I have like a lot of them up behind me, and this is a movie here which stars C. Thomas Howell and Peter Horton here, called Side Out on here. And this one, like I said, I love the way they're designed, because they put on here like a sticker that says like cult classic on here, and then it has like the number, because if you guys know, like from video rental stores back in the day, it would say like the number, the tape number, and then they would have to go in the back and get like, you know, the tape from the, so basically they would look at this number, would be on the box, like on the side on here, it would say the number, then they'd have to go in the back and look for that number to get it and everything. It has on here like the stickers that were on there, and like you see the tape on the back. I don't know, I love the way these are designed. And then underneath it has a different cover, you know, as well for this one. The other one here from Mill Creek I want to let you guys know is available is a newest Ultraman, and this is Ultraman Zero, the Chronicle here. And this one, I'll show you guys a look inside this one, but this is the complete series here on Blu-ray for this one. And this one has on here, though, audio. It has the English dub as well on here as the Japanese one, as you know, as well for the film. And here's a look, you know, for the series. And here's a look inside for this one. And here's a look inside at the discs for this one here. And the other ones here, these are some documentaries that I wanted you guys to know were available as well from Mill Creek. And these are two different ones. They're both alien documentaries here. This one here is Ancient Alien Enigma here, and this has 4 different ones. This has Anuka, Aliens in Egypt, Alien Encounters in America, UFOs and Extraterrestrial Visitors, Alien Contact Outer Space. It also has 20 minutes blowing UFO cases, Aliens and the Biggest Cover-Ups in History on this one. And the other one here, this one was Alien Agenda, and this one has Abducted by Aliens, UFO Encounters of the Fourth Kind, Alien Reptilian Legacy, Alien Mind Control, the UFO Enigma, and Alien Agenda, Planet Earth, Rulers of Time and Space. I keep on thinking of, like, reading Enigma, thinking about the band Enigma. I might as well mention that, too. Like, I'm thinking about Enigma. Like, I absolutely love that band, and I love the singer who was in that band. Movie, she did this, all these songs called Sandra. I don't know if anyone, I'm the only person, like, listens to those songs, but sometimes, like, you're having problems, I like, real, like, peculiar pop music, and like Sandra her music is very, very good, like, stuff. But anyway though, guys, that was all for the review portion of this video. And like I always say, if you guys enjoy these videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.